End of the line. The end of the line.
She came home.
Why did
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Yes, I'm always...
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant, information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Silver banners. Alexa Carlisle.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlisle family's home for countless generations.
Super.
The Revenant Alexa Carlisle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlisle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlisle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears.
Wow.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madam Carlisle. Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madam Carlisle.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madam Carlisle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
വെള്ളത്തിൽ ഇറങ്ങാൻ പറ്റില്ല എന്ത് കണ്ടാലും. So,
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlisle?
Please do.
If you follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Jesus! Can somebody help me? Please, someone help me over here.
Hey, you! What seems to be the problem here?
There's a naked man over there. Yeah, you heard me, naked.
Calm down. Don't touch me. Dad.
ഇത്ര എളുപ്പമാകുന്ന ഞാൻ
Looking
വിചാരിച്ചു.
good, looking good. If you want to come through this way, I'm going to have to do a quick pat down.
റിസ്കിങ് ഇത്ര പണിയാണ് തോക്കിൻ്റെ അറിയില്ല. അവന് തട്ടണമെന്ന് അത് ചെയ്തില്ല. അതാണ് പ്രശ്നം. അവള് പണ്ട് കളിച്ചതെന്ന് കളിക്കുക സൈലന്റ് അസാസിനൊക്കെ എമ്മാതിരി ഇതായിരുന്നു.
Or emotion. That is.
Quite the poet. But you're right. It's beautiful.
അവയോടും അറിയാം കാണാൻ തോന്നാനായിട്ട്. ആരെങ്കിലും തുറക്കുക.
Why waste the way?
That is Alexa Carlisle, unofficial leader of the Providence Partners and last one to be alive.
ഓക്കെ മാഡം, ഞാനാണ് പ്രൈവറ്റ് ഡിറ്റക്റ്റീവ്. പ്രൈവറ്റ് ഡിറ്റക്റ്റീവ് മാഡം. മാഡം പ്രൈവറ്റ് ഡിറ്റക്റ്റീവ്. ഞാനാണ് പ്രൈവറ്റ് ഡിറ്റക്റ്റീവ്. ഒന്നും വേണ്ടേ? വിളിച്ചിരിക്കും എന്താ തള്ളം കാണിക്കും. നൈസായിട്ട് വരുന്നതിലും കിട്ടിയ തല്ലിക്കൊണ്ടു. എന്താ കേസ് ഫയൽ?
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In
Yes.
my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame
how you
Carlisle
doing?
has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you
Yes.
care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
Jeez, 13 is here.
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Yeah.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlisle are of a delicate nature.
Oh,
You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You'll probably learn that the staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow.
Yes.
Adam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with me if they seem affected by a rather unusual situation.
Okay.
I trust I do not that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlisle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect
But you are Israel man.
I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlisle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning.
Okay.
The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found on his room.
We did it for
However, Madame Carlisle suspects foul play and will not accept the his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you finish your investigation. Right. This is Mr. Zachary.
Okay.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of haircut. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. Zachary was shopping from New Wellington's last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body for just
Okay.
Throat markings indicate a rare short-lived plant poison killed him. The spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons from just
Yeah, maganda. Please speak. Addictive side of your family.
Sir.
Ini shopping mau itu kalau cawan dari kota
You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, would you say?
Where is the clue? ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ Yes, yeah.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
കൊലയാളി ഒന്നും ഇതിലൂടെ ഒളിഞ്ഞു നോക്കാം. മേടത്തിന് തട്ടുക എന്നുള്ള
God, not this again.
So I got hold of the officer. He says it was fine light, but then how can it be taught?
ആരെയാണ് ഇത്ര ആൾക്കാർ തരുന്നത്? താഴത്തന്നെ ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് തീർത്തിട്ട് പോകാൻ അറിയാമോ ഇല്ലാത്തില്ല. ഒരു വഴി പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കപ്പെട്ടാണ്.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
ഡിഗ്ഗോൾസിയാണല്ലേ? സെക്യൂരിറ്റി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നവരാണെന്നുള്ളതല്ല. അറിയില്ല. അത് താഴത്തേക്ക് ഇറക്കിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് വരും. അങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് തള്ളാമത്തെ
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death? No. Please come and see me when you have.
Shit.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
No. Please come and see me when you have.
എന്തൊരു കഷ്ടമാണ്. ഞാനത് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചതല്ലേ അച്ഛനായി ചത്തത് ഏതാണ്ട് എവിടെ നീട്ടി കണ്ടാണ്.
Sorry, sir. This is a restricted area, sir. You need to leave. Don't come around here again.
റെസ്ട്രിക്റ്റഡ് ഏരിയ ഇതും ചത്തവന്ന് പറയുന്നത്.
Sup?
മരപ്പട്ടി ചത്തവ പട്ടി ചെറ്റ
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Okay.
I don't know who you are, and frankly, I don't give a shit. I'm not letting you through here.
Yeah? Yeah, I always beautiful.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
That means the staff were off duty. And Madam Carlisle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madam's family and myself as the only persons here when he died.
Yes.
And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track. You'll find it. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madam Carlisle.
This is very useful information for you to see. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
ആളെ കൊല്ലാൻ വന്നിട്ട് ഇപ്പൊ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റിഗേഷൻ മാത്രമല്ല സ്ഥിതി. തള്ളേനെ കൂടി തട്ടിയിട്ട് പോയത് ഈ പണ്ടാരങ്ങളൊക്കെ എവിടെയാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ കണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ പട്ടി
I'm gonna hang up. Let's talk when you calm the fuck down.
Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some bricks. Don't tell me, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde Rosie for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shit? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Rebecca? Yes. He's insisting that one.
Keep your distance, sir.
Rebecca? Yes. He's insisting that one. Rebecca? Yes. He's insisting that one. He's asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler? Of course.
Hey, how are you?
Very good. ബാക്കി നാരകളെ കണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്.
Hello, sir.
തൊട്ട് പണിണ്ടാകും. വേറെ ഇരിക്കും.
We didn't see him snooping around your sister. And Alexa said something.
If I could be bothered, I'd be worried about Emma Carlisle. Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward.
Awkward.
How do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
If I could be bothered, I'd be worried about your mental health, Emma. But sorry, I'm having too much fun enjoying the circus.
Gregory Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Well, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective.
Yes.
Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, the wife sporting another one of her headaches, would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my...
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. You
Sherlock Holmes
The only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough.
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Rebecca Carlisle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner.
Okay.
You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15.
Okay.
I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
ഇവിടെ മൂന്നെണ്ണം മൂന്ന് ആൾക്കാര് ആരൊക്കെ ചെയ്യും കള്ള ചെറുക്കനാണ് അതിനോട് 2 ചോദ്യങ്ങളും ചോദിക്കാം.
Very well, Mr. Fernsby.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more maid crying in the kitchen. So watch yourself.
What did you think, Zachary?
Don't worry about
Creepy as
me.
hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum.
Okay.
You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot.
അയ്യേ
Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in the circle. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
എല്ലാരും ബട്ട്ലർക്ക് നേരെയാണല്ലോ. ഇതിനെങ്കിലും കിട്ടണം ഈ പിരിച്ചായിയുടെ കിട്ടണം ഓനവിടെ പോയി കണ്ടെടുക്കാം Mr. Aladis. And no one doing it. Security.
How the hell did that happen? No, we all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Butler. പണ്ടത്തെ കാര്യമാണെങ്കിൽ നേരെ ചെന്നാൽ തള്ളോട് തട്ടിയിട്ട് സ്ഥലം ഉണ്ടായില്ല.
I shouldn't gossip, but that Emma woman is a tad too busy for my taste. Tell me, you maybe she saw her on the top floor.
ശരി കുമാരൊക്കെ തവണ എടുത്ത മാത്രമേ പോയിട്ട്
I gotta search you, sir, if you want to come. Sir, you're gonna have to stand back. This area is off limits. That's good, sir. Keep walking. Hello, sir.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlisle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
On top of things, Elaine?
Sure am, Mr. Fernsby. Coming along just fine.
I trust Mr. Patrick. You need everything ready tomorrow.
He's just bored, I think. I can work while we talk.
We just need to have a talk.
Hey,
So I.
no, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
same.
ഇതാണല്ലോ ഇവിടെ പരിപാടി വെറുതെ അല്ലടാ നേരത്തെ ചത്തത്
You're a great woman.
സെക്യൂരിറ്റിക്കാരൊന്നും ശരിയല്ല ആളെ കഴിഞ്ഞു നിന്നാ
All right there.
Aaron Ford Jr. calling from Morgan, Yates & Cohn. I need to get a listing of asset transfers from the Carlisle account HTC depot number 5085. No, I need it immediately. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, I'm still here. Right. I'll double check and get back to you.
Who the fuck was that? Who the hell is he?
Sorry, no private eyes here, Mr. Falcone. Bye-bye.
Change custom.
Rebecca, do you see this about old property?
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വിക്കില്ല അത് അകത്ത് കയറാൻ കഴിയൂല ഇവിടുന്ന് എങ്ങനെയാലും അകത്ത് കയറാൻ അകത്തേക്ക് കയറാൻ പറ്റാതെ ഇങ്ങനെ തട്ടി അതൊന്നും വരുമോ ആദ്യമേ വരണ്ടേ
I was just hoping to.
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the final after everything I die.
Not fearful she'll work out.
She won't start digging when she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all.
Greetings, sir.
അടിച്ച് പല്ല് വയ്ക്കും പല്ല്.
What?
പിടിച്ചവിടെ തള്ളി.
Reading? You look really smart in a good way.
I do like reading.
Really? I like reading too. I read all the time. Literature and such.
ഞാനല്ലാതെ ഒളിഞ്ഞു നോക്കാൻ ആരോ വലിയ വെച്ച്
Can I do anything for you? Yes, actually. Could you speed up time so I don't die from boredom and fear?
എറിഞ്ഞോട്ടിക്കും.
Gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games. Never any romance. I deserve romance.
Romance ഇപ്പൊ ശരിയായിട്ട്.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 a.m. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe, like a real princess.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No,
Would
we
you
saw
mind
no one
taking
outside.
a few steps away from
Except
me,
Patrick's
please?
mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlisle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor. But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot to see to, but we're in good time, I think.
Fake funeral tomorrow. Zachary found dead upstairs today. Death is everywhere. I never thought of it that way. Oh, God. It's such
That
a big
is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.